So, Alicia, have you heard of the best content creator out there nowadays? Who do you think it is?
The answer's not me. I'm gonna be very upset with you.
There might be another person, which might be a little second place, little side quest. Okay. It's definitely second place. My bad.
Thank you.
Okay, so sorry. He starts with a Johnny. You ever heard of the second name, maybe? It starts with S? Anything?
No, facts, no.
What?
Don't make me
You don't
watch
like him?
this. Don't make me watch him, please. Please, I've suffered enough.
Well, if I've got to suffer through it, so do you. Oh, God.
Oh, it's fine.
Well, it's okay. There's gonna be a satisfying ending to this. I swear to God. Please. We can go through this together.
Like and subscribe.
Please.
Leave a comment. My mental health is in shambles. And yours probably is too if you're watching this channel. Hi, Bedrock Besties.
Yeah.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, a reminder, the code word for today's video, so I know you didn't skip the intro because you ain't fake. You ain't a fake ass hoe. That's right. Code word for today's intro is Korea, because that's where everything goes down in this one. Yeah. Let's get into it. So this video in particular is going to discuss somebody that I chose because I hate him. I double doggy do. God damn it. Why did no one stop me? Why did none of you stop me?
I thought it was leading to something.
I thought you were going to stop yourself.
No, I was relying on you guys.
Scooby-Doo. And then I thought you'd be like, anyway.
No, I was kind of hoping one of y'all would help me. I was drowning.
You do the intros. We just sit back.
This ain't even the intro. This is just the start of the video. Help me.
Oh.
You know I record the intro separately. Why you do this to me?
Johnny Somali is apparently a very, very bad boy. I don't know why, but we're about to
Why'd you
find
say
out this
it like
episode.
that? It's a bad boy.
We're now officially on YouTube, kids. He's a oogie boogie bad boo boo.
Oh my God.
Gosh.
Apparently he done some stuff in foreign lands. I don't know. I don't know what he did.
I
don't know.
We're gonna find out.
I'm excited for this.
You know what? I'm glad I let you drown there. I'm glad. Just like how you let me drown. That's cool. Okay.
Listen, you were going yummy dubby dooby dibby Scooby Doo. I was letting you run the Scooby Dooby Dibby Dibby Dibby.
You know what? Thanks for letting me practice my flow for sure. Yeah, for sure.
That's what I'm seeing. You were spitting bars.
Next time I'll just say Blueface, baby, at the end of it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Oh, damn. That's crazy.
Now, what is going on with today's YouTube pranksters? It seems they keep trying to top each other so much. They're getting arrested and overall just doing
wild that's things. A crazy one too. But you know about that one?
No.
The guy on screen.
Oh God.
The guy with the mop on his head?
No. Yeah. Okay, well, yeah. Okay, all right. His hairstyle, yeah. But you don't know about them?
No, idea.
It's the twins who faked a bank robbery.
They faked a bank robbery?
Oh, no. Ready for the real punchline? Twice in one day.
Wait.
Why do you fake? What? They upload 2 videos?
They were trying to... They did the first video.
Doing it.
Trying to fake a bank robbery, right?
Yeah.
Then
right.
They did it a second time in the same day. The police stopped them the first time, right? They did it though. They faked the robbery. Police stopped them. They said, "Oh, it's just a prank, bro." They said, "Okay, right?" And then they did it a second time in the same day. But then when they got in the Uber driver's like, "I'm not driving you." Like, no. Yeah. Like you're robbing. Like you clearly look like you're robbing people. I'm not driving you. And then
Uber driver.
The police pulled up and they pulled guns on them, including the Uber driver, who did not consent or was not complicit. And it's like, these motherfuckers a piece of the shit because you could have really gotten someone killed who was not a part of your stupid jokes.
Yeah. Wow. Did they go to jail?
They said that charges aren't pressed on them because technically they called the police tip line saying that they were pulling this prank ahead of time.
Oh.
Technicality? Nah, that's so
Even then, like reckless endangerment, still should have gotten it for that because the Uber driver wasn't aware.
Yeah.
And he had a gun pulled on him. And that was due to their negligence. Yeah, I would sue if I was him.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, anyways, we're only 10 seconds in, but I was like, as soon as I saw this, I was like, you guys know the tea? It's tea. I always got tea. I'm so brain rotted.
Also, people. Wait.
What?
Wait,
yeah, there was something that he said got him. What's this? Prank robbery.
Alicia doesn't know all the law for once. Oh my
I
god!
don't know this one.
Need more
Prank
brain rot.
robbery.
Who does
Prank
a?
Vermont. Oh, he died.
Oh shit. Wait,
Who
what?
does a? Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
Uh.
Oh,
We're gonna
that's.
have to find. We're gonna have to find this
I
one.
feel like I'm gonna start crying because if a grandma starts talking, I'm gonna start crying because grandmas, the little abuelas, bruh, they make me so sad when they get sad. Okay, I cry easy. You looking it up?
Yeah, but dying for a prank is crazy. What like?
His name is Timothy
Oh,
Wilkes. Anyone go look it up?
Timothy.
Yeah.
Wilks.
YouTube robbery prank ends in fatal shooting. Damn, that's a title. Holy.
Oh.
Timothy Wilkes and a
Damn.
friend approached a group of people outside a family trampoline park holding large knives. What the?
What? What?
Mr. Wilkes was then shot by a 23-year-old who told police he had no idea it had been a prank, acting in self-defense. What? I mean, what?
Fair.
What the?
Pulled up a knife
What
to
the?
you, innit? I mean,
Yo, what?
How are knives a prank?
yeah, that don't make sense.
I don't.
That don't make sense.
I think the problem is that too many kids on YouTube grow up with prank content and they don't realize most of it's fake.
Yeah.
Most of it's just
Yeah.
like people being in on it and them doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
so
also
when
the
they try to do it
scenario
for
where
real,
a guy wore a clown mask, a teenage kid wore a clown mask and had a knife and walked up to a dude through their driveway and also got shot. That was also a thing.
What?
They did this at 9:20 at night as well.
Oh my god! What?
What the?
Yeah, that's. Oh.
It's not really much you can't even really try and defend that at that point.
That's insane.
Oh my, we learned so
God.
much tragedy in
Wow.
one go. God damn.
Literally, we ain't even started the video yet.
We haven't even really started, man. We just, oh my God.
man.
We got way too, you know what? Maybe I didn't hear about that one because it's way too upsetting. maybe,
All right.
maybe I'm just into the tea shit. That like made me sad. Oh,
Things for attention. Now, I'm sure many of you know what I mean by YouTube pranksters. The YouTubers that walk over to people minding their own business, then do something absolutely wild to them, and then say, no, it was just a joke, no big deal. Now, people get tired of these pranks pretty quickly, so what do these pranksters have to do? They keep having to up the stakes for your attention. Nobody worse than a man named Johnny Somali. Decided to take things to a level YouTube pranksters have never been taken before.
Okay.
Some consequences. Now, right off the bat, Johnny Somali thrives off racism. That's his like main big thing. He goes over to a country, he's racist, tries to get attention, tries to get clicks and views. Very immature humor. But see, Johnny Somali had a problem. He didn't understand that different countries and different groups of people are different. He goes over to Israel, menace to society, wilding out. They say, okay, bro, leave. He goes over to Japan, menace to society, wilding out. He getting clicks and views. Japanese people are like, yo, bro, like, chill. Johnny's like, nah, people kind of liking this Asian racism thing. I'm gonna keep going. So he keeps going. And
No
he's just a
way.
menace, ruining people's day. So the Japanese government steps in. They tell him, look, dude, we're gonna arrest you. He said, it's just a prank. They arrest him. He said, you know, it was just a prank. They said, all right, then that's what I thought. Leave Japan. So he leaves Japan. They let him go because you don't want to get into arresting someone else's citizen, especially for something relatively minor like disturbing the peace. If he did something like wild on the streets of Japan, then they could arrest him. Nobody complains, blah, 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 blah. But instead of taking his win there, Johnny decides to go to South Korea, he said.
Before we talk about the part of South Korea, just to go a little bit further into the racism antics within Japan, he would go onto public trains and subway stations and start spewing about like Hiroshima and Nagasaki and saying that they're going to get bombed again. And he would scream it at them on repeat, going up to individuals and yelling it in their faces. And he also had open text to speech. So people would donate to say really racist rhetoric and it would play through a speaker on his bag. And yeah, it was terrible. And people were like asking him to stop and trying to be polite or just look away. Then he would get more hostile towards them. I mean, you both traveled to Japan, so you both know that like there's a very much like they don't like look kind of culture. It's like you kind of mind your own fucking business.
Yeah, they just keep to themselves. Honestly, like they just kind of focus on themselves. They don't really bother anyone in Japan. But in fact, sometimes they don't even really look at you. They just be like, okay. Or they might glance at you, be like, all right, cool. Go back
You can
on
even
their
see
phone
like
or
live
go
stream
read their
footage of
book
him
or-
where they literally like try to look away from him while they're like screaming at them. Yeah.
From our experience, they're the nicest people. Like, and they have this going around and just terrorizing them.
That's the reason why he did it.
Sorry, go on.
I was gonna say, because he's taking advantage of like the hospitality in Japan is extremely high, and like the social etiquette is extremely high, right? So he's taking advantage of the fact that there's so much social etiquette that if he's disruptive, he feels like no one's gonna do anything because of the standard already set.
He's gonna get away with that shit.
Yeah, like he's a dumbass, but he's a calculated dumbass, like, right? He's like a terrible human being, but he knows what he's doing when it comes to like manipulation of like what's happening.
He picked the right country to do it in, so to speak. Because if you did that in like, I mean, I'm surprised in Iraq they did. Oh, where did he go? Iran? Where did he go?
I'm just saying he should definitely go hit up Saudi Arabia, see what's up. You know what? You know what? You know what? I'll pay for that ticket. I'm just saying, if you want to go say hi.
Oh man, they would
Go say hi.
play. Like even in like Dubai or Abu Dhabi, they do not play.
Oh
like,
my God! If you went to Dubai, oh
man.
Oh nope. That's the thing. He would never try that shit over there. That's the thing, man. He would never try that shit over there. He's trying that shit in a place where he knows he can do it, right?
Yeah, he'll do it once, and if someone like an Abu Dhabi calls him, like the people that are born in Dubai, call the police, he's gone.
Yeah.
It don't matter. Like he's in prison. They won't even. They don't care. They'll be like, no, you've disrupted our people. You're done.
Yep.
I'm not even giving you no warning. Even if you get, it's just a prank. Yeah, it out.
So for Japan, he had to make an apology to the courts, basically, where he was like, "I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it. It's a prank. I'm sorry." And they were like, "All right, you know what? We're forgiving people. Just don't come back." He's like, "All right." The moment he left, he made a massive live stream where he said, Japan ain't shit. Yeah,
Bruh.
I did that shit and I would do it again. Yeah, they believe me. I was lying. I didn't mean any of that. But you know what? They believe me. I'm gonna just go do it again. Yeah. And then so he did all that's recorded. He streamed that. So there's evidence of him saying that.
What is
Evidence for the
wrong with
next,
you?
like, country to be like, yo, this dude doesn't change.
He has repeat behavior. Right, exactly. So now he goes to South Korea. Let our homeboy continue spitting his shit.
Japan, Asian. South Korea, Asian. They like when I was racist in Japan. Let me just try it in South Korea. South Korean said, and here's where it starts to get wicked. So it turns out there's a big community of IRL South Korean YouTubers. If you don't know what that is, that's when YouTubers walk around the streets and, show their life. Now, Johnny Somali is also an IRL streamer. He streams all the crazy antics that he does. So Johnny's doing his little antics, being racist, being a menace and all that. Korean YouTubers were like, yo, can somebody tell us where Johnny at? Johnny said, why y'all? He said, Johnny, just drop the Lolo. We just want to talk. Johnny said, no, I ain't scared of y'all, but I'm just going to not drop the Lolo just to be safe. Oh, and something to note is racism was coming in hot from the other side, too. This isn't a battle of who is more racist. It's just something to note. Anyway, but then Johnny takes things a step further. Here, I don't know if I said it where it starts.
That was like the thing I mentioned in a previous video where it's like the racism because of Johnny Somali's antics amplified in Asia. Because of him. Yeah. Where people were associating him and like doing it. It was just really up what he's done. Yeah.
How long ago was this?
Recent, right?
Oh, Bestie, this is still ongoing. I'm not gonna spoil. He's gonna say something real fun at the end of this. I'm gonna let him spit. I haven't seen the video, but I know what happens to Johnny Somali, so I ain't gonna say nothing.
All right, cool. I don't know. All right, cool.
I hope he's going to jail.
Made in honor of the women who suffered through Japan's terrible behavior while they occupied many Asian countries. Yeah, for those of you that don't know, don't let all that kawaii stuff fool you. Japan was a war people, always at war with each other. When they stopped being at war with each other, they said, let's just take the war to everybody else. Started winning a bunch of wars, started doing really terrible things to the countries they occupied. That being said, Johnny Somali kisses the...
All right, now this is the part that like is so offensive that like, so we can all agree what he did in that subway station was terrible in Japan.
Yeah.
Now take this, which is statues of comfort women, which were women who were brutally essayed throughout the history of South Korea when it came to, wartime and being basically enslaved to be used for sex, right?
Jesus.
These women are statues that are representation of a darkness that has hurt Korea, right? But also about like paying respect to those women, and also it has a whole lot of heritage and meaning. He knows that, so he starts twerking and humping the statues of those women being represented about their essay. And Korea don't f around about that, so let's see what happens next. Don't worry, don't be too depressed. Don't be too depressed. Hear me out. Korea don't let that slide. Hold up.
Statue starts
Hold up,
dancing
don't
on the
get
statue,
sad.
Starts wilding out. Korean people were pretty outraged, and they start explaining to him, dude, you're tripping. Like, this is real. That was a dark history, dark time. He doubles down. He makes a video saying, I don't apologize. Y'all not gonna do anything about it. I
Whilst
know
in
what I
Korea?
did, and I do it again. But then Johnny ups the stakes even more. He said, y'all want the low? I'm right here. I ain't hiding about it. He starts walking down the streets of Korea saying, anybody want to come through? Come through. I'm not scared. Same day. So they said, fine, Johnny, you upping it? We gonna up it again. Another streamer finds him. No talking, runs over. Wow.
Yep.
Good.
Ups the stakes. He said, okay, Johnny, you want to do all that? Now I got a bounty on bro.
Yep.
Y'all tell me
what?
Yep. He put a bounty out. Yep. This is real. This is real.
What?
So people start finding out where Johnny is. People
Yep.
start reporting.
Literally was paying people. Just tell me where he is. Just tell me where he is. Just tell me.
I want to know.
Just tell me where he is. I'll pay you money. Yeah. People start pulling the fuck up on him. People start pulling the Korea don't play. Korea don't play.
On his whereabouts. They said, okay, bro went to get some pizza. They're actually tracking him down. They said, bro went to get some pizza at this time. That means he must be at this location or this location at this time. Korean IRL YouTubers, streamers start searching locations where he might be around. They all suddenly stop their streams. This is serious.
Yo,
Johnny knows that they're getting close to him because all that talk he's saying, come
my God,
me,
this is
come
sick.
at me. Y'all know where to find me. He's not dropping no location. They know he's scared and they want him suddenly.
That's why I was telling y'all, don't get too depressed. Hold up. Don't get too depressed.
They said, yeah, we're not even streaming. This is serious. Like, wait, do this for the money.
That's
I'm
right.
cutting off the stream right now. We're going for it.
I promise you, besties, you're gonna keep feeling better and better. It's okay. It's okay. It got sad for a second, but we good. We on the
Korea streamers though.
come on.
I mean, they just say some racist ass shit, but it's okay because, like, you know.
Do you know what it is? If
it's because of Johnny Somali.
Yeah, like he kind of, for what he done, I'm not even mad about it.
It's hard, like when that's your exposure to it and shit like that.
Yeah,
I mean,
like,
I'm not gonna forgive motherfuckers for being racist. But I'm gonna be like, I understand why you did it.
Yeah, because if someone's racist to me, at some point in time, you're gonna be like, all right, cool. If you're racist, I'll just be racist to you. Like, I kind of get that sort of term of logic, and I'm just kind of like, if you're racist,
like, I'm gonna swoop down to your level. Yeah.
If you're just unprovoked, then that's an issue. But if in my head, I'm like, do you know what? Cool.
Yeah.
Fine.
Like, I can understand it for sure. Like, I'm not somebody who's gonna be like on my super high horse, right? That's stupid. Like, right? I get it. Emotions are high. He was racist. You'll be racist back. All right, fair enough. Tit for tat. Like, you know? Because
especially like Asian countries are very history respected as well. Like, they really do care about their history. Whereas, you know, I feel like in the UK, we don't really give a but when it comes to like Japan and South Korea, they're really just like, yeah, cool. Like, that's our history. We respect it because of their parents and stuff like that. But especially when you're twerking on the people that done that to the women of the statue as well.
Even when you consider the history, it's not that long ago considering. You know what I'm saying?
How long ago was it?
Okay, so if we take a look at, like, I mean, just think about this for example, like as an example, right? Is when you look at like your own family members. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you immigrated, or were you like all your family from the UK?
Immigrated from Jamaica.
Oh, okay. So this won't apply.
So my nan came. My mom's mom came to the UK, and my mom was born in the UK.
Okay, so actually around when before your nan was born, probably close to the time where she was going to be conceived, imagine, like, you know, your nan's mom in the UK. She's the one who would experience a lot of the atrocities of what happened during World War I, World War II. That's not that far, right?
What's that, maybe
Now,
like 100
consider
years
the
ago?
wars that happened, especially in relation to Japan. When people think of Japan, oftentimes we feel like glamorized because we think about, you know, oh, feudal Japan. We think about like those cool ass like samurai suits and right? But it's like no. The war and like the crazy atrocities and the war crimes, especially Canadian war crimes. We don't even talk about Geneva Conventions, bro, because Canada be doing crazy ass war crimes. I ain't gonna get into that. But like, it's like, there is a dark history to a lot of places. And sometimes that history, when you really put into perspective, is not as far back as it seems, you know?
Damn.
Yep. So when you care about your own family lineage, like you've been living in Korea, you know your family lineage, you care about that, you got pictures of them in your house.
Yeah, they do.
And
they
that's
do
who
that a
they're
lot,
disrespecting. That hits a different level.
Yeah, that's where they're like, yeah, streams off, guys. I'm about to throw some hands. I'll be back. Like that to me, that's lit. I can't I'm I'm gifted you some stuff for that. I can't lie.
I'm sure they did. I'm sure they got hella pay for pulling up.
Yeah.
You gonna get some money for this action. I mean, real. Like, you deserve it. My God.
The one thing though about South Korea, if you don't know, is like it's the home of CCTV footage. So like, you know, cameras that are out that are like, you know, just like security cameras in general.
Yeah.
They are like the biggest country when it comes to having everything monitored. There is cameras everywhere.
That's good though. That's kind of like the same as Dubai. Like Dubai, but the Dubai ones are hidden, so it's a bit like oh, but they are everywhere. Because you know what I mean? Like, if they're just out in public, you know, but they're hidden. So you're like, oh, okay, so there might be one in my desk, because I don't know, but they're everywhere.
Don currently lives in Dubai right now, by the way. If you're wondering why he said that.
Right. So it's a bit like UK. You barely got any, and the UK ones that you have, the quality is like 360p, even worse than that.
Oh, the quality of the ones in South Korea are pretty bad, but they have so many of them, you can really track someone's route.
Up, innit?
Yeah, you can track someone's route completely. It's very interesting if you look into like true crime scenarios that happen within South Korea, of how much footage they'll have, and you're like, whoa. Yeah.
This dude double down is crazy to me. After he like, that's just insane.
But even leaving Japan and going, nah, they believe me, go. What do you know about me?
We are baby.
Like, what? Have you lost your mind?
You're stupid.
Do you not think for your own safety? I was thinking this, are the viewers not as bad as him, but they are pretty bad for supporting him. I can't lie.
Oh.
Like, if you're watching down and donating, I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to say you're a person, but
I'll say it. You're a piece of... Yeah.
Like, that's a bit mad, supporting racism for what? For some entertainment for the night. That's like, your morals got to be a bit higher than that. I'll be real.
I mean, I've talked about this before, even on stream, where it's like there's a level of racism that you can do as a comedian, where it's like humoristic in the context of understanding, in a room in an environment where there's understanding, right? Where you can make some jokes that are a little bit offhanded that you can't really say in public because of social normities and social, proclivities, but you can't. But you can say it when you're on stage during a comedy show, right? I agree with that wholeheartedly. I don't think that comedy should be fully monitored. But you can't be pulling up the because on the street saying racist ass shit, you hateful.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
And when they're trying to avoid you and they look scared, come on.
Yeah, insane.
Where's your emotional logic to be like, okay, cool, like I'm taking this a bit too far. Like, where?
That's the thing. Man. This has no soul. They got no soul, man. Like, think about it. This is like the same style as Jack Doherty, where it's like these people don't feel emotions. Like, and then they like it when they just like the attention and the rise and the number go up and their brain is stimulated because they can't feel anything besides that.
They get the definition of bigger number, better person.
Yeah. So accurate. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what they are. Anyway, the story gets better.
An IRL streamer finds him, puts the camera to his face and says, I got you, Johnny. You not talking all that talk. What's going on, Johnny? Johnny. I ain't scared. Wow, that Korean IRL streamer with the mean right.
Damn.
Johnny on the floor.
Okay.
Korean streamer like, what's going on? You was talking all that. What's going on? Johnny like, nah, chill. Korean streamer stomping on bro. But he does this right in front of the police. So the police grab the streamer. They're like, yo, chill, man. The Korean streamer still talking, is saying you disrespecting our country, all that. The police were like, okay, word, but you can't just be putting your hands on people. So they take the Korean streamer away. And Johnny does what all pranksters do. He gets on the camera and he says, it was just a prank. I don't know why they're that mad, man.
Oh my God.
They already heard me. They said, where the location, Johnny? We're not finished. Where the location? Johnny starts hiding. And at this point, it's whenever Johnny is seen on the streets, his location is tracked, streamers come through, and they start throwing them bangs.
No shot.
So they say, yo, man, we got to do something about this. They bring it up in an assembly meeting. This politician's like, hey, can I have
an assembly meeting?
Have y'all heard of Johnny Somali? They were like, who that? Other higher ranking officials were like, we've heard of him. We're monitoring the situation. The politician that brought it up was like, well, y'all better monitor faster because this is getting out of hand. He shows everybody in the room that video of Johnny Somali wilding on that statue. Everyone said,
my
they must have
God.
flipped.
Come on.
He said, it's getting hot up in Korea. So he hops on an airplane. They pull him out the airplane. They said, where you going? I'm about to leave. They said, nah. Wait right here. We want to talk to you. He said, who want to talk to me? They said, the Korean government want to talk to you. He said, about what? They said, about the South Korean government. We just gonna cut to the chase, Johnny.
He said about prison. I love this so much. Oh, he's so good. He's so good. God damn.
The South Korean government says, look, we're just going to cut to the chase, Johnny. You're facing 10 years. Johnny said, 10? No, y'all can't arrest me. I was just doing pranks. They said, yo, chill, my baby. We didn't say we was going to give you 10 years. We say you facing 10 years. Now, remember when I told you earlier, countries don't really like stepping over boundaries, like arresting other people's citizens? Well, the Korean government said they found evidence of him doing to watch Netflix with women. Now, let me be a little more clear. They're investigating if he's done these things. On top of that, disturbing the peace and like a bunch of little charges that they can find on him. And while they finalize their investigation, Johnny is not allowed to leave Korea. And
one thing, so yeah, you heard it right. He's travel banned. He is stuck in Korea.
Come on.
Good.
Yep.
Good.
Well, everybody
good.
after his ass currently. Yep.
Good.
Also,
good.
I don't know if you know about Korea's like drug insanity.
Not allowed a single thing ever.
Not even a puff of weed. You are locked the hell up. They are so hard on drugs. It is insane.
That's good. That's good because I don't take no drugs.
It makes for yeah. Like I mean, it helps a lot with like your addiction rates and everything too, right? When you're that scared of even trying it once because you're like,
yeah,
oh,
100%. So and I'm locked up for 10 years just for a bit of cool. That's not even worth it. It's not even worth it.
Mm-hmm.
You
So
should get life though. Like, oh my God.
It's just, like, I know you all felt sad for a little bit. And I was like, no, don't worry. It picks up.
I felt sad for the people that he's doing it to.
Yep.
Like when you explain the situation in Korea about what the woman went through, I'm like, and you're doing that, and are you insane?
Down, like,
and even when Japan said, all right, cool, you can leave, don't come back. You then just went, you had like what?
Mm-hmm.
They've given you the benefit of the doubt, and you try to be even more disrespectful to them. Like, nah,
That's
man.
right. That's right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Johnny's stance is, y'all finna arrest me for 10 years for doing some pranks? The Korean government said, again, we not gonna arrest you. We're trying to arrest you. And until we figure out how, we're right there. But this is stop people from doing crazy things like this in the future, excluding the more serious charges that he might be in trouble for. But really the worst part for Johnny Somali is nobody cares if he gets locked up. Maybe, because remember I told you cultures and countries are different. It depends on where he's from. I just looked it up it seems he's from America. America doesn't really like when people lock up their citizens. They'd rather say, yo, bring them over here. We're going to deal with them on our own. And South Korea probably doesn't want to step on America's toes. So yeah, again, they're probably going to let him go. With probably a lifetime ban from Korea, which will knock down the dominoes for lifetime bans for a bunch of other countries. But all in all, I think it's time to let go of the days of YouTube pranksters. When does it ever last, you know? Like, it always gets to a point where the prankster has to take things way overboard to keep their fan base. And the minute they stop being funny is the same minute everyone will stop following them.
I do.
I love this got a Gojo picture.
I do too. I love that. Also,
4 videos later, we just realized that.
if you want to hear about a story, a little side story, all right, there was a guy from America who traveled, who was like touring and just like being a tourist in Malaysia. And was it Singapore? Malaysia. Basically, they're hella tight, so it's hard for me to remember which one. I think it was Malaysia, though. Anywho, so you know how they said that the United States and most countries, when their own gets locked up or has charges pressed against them, they go, hey, can he serve it here?
Yeah,
can we lessen the charge? Yeah. What can we do? Right? They tried.
Well, for Johnny?
No, not for Johnny.
For this guy in Malaysia?
This guy.
Right, okay.
That's what he did.
That's what he did.
Vandalism. That's it. Vandalism. Sent to jail.
Oh!
And now there's a certain punishment that you might not know about called caning. You know what caning is?
No.
Well, they whip your back.
Yeah, but it's a little different. They soak it in water overnight so that it doesn't splinter or break. That way it hurts extra more. And they do it on your ass. And it's legal. It's a part of their punishment system. So the court will decide how many strokes you get.
Pause, but damn.
Yeah. So originally, I think he was charged with like double-digit strokes. But they got it all the way down to 4 or 6. I don't remember the exact number. But I want you to know that these hits aren't just like hits. These are 2 levels of trauma. 1, they don't tell you which day it's going to happen on. 2, when they do it, they make sure you watch the people before you in line.
Oh.
Actually, a 3rd one, when they hit you with it, they hit you so hard that your skin will literally whoop, down. And if you pass out before they finish giving you the amount you're supposed to get in one go, you have to redo all of them the next time you wake up.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Listen.
And that's why you shouldn't litter.
Guys, here's some advice. Just before you go to another country, understand their rules and just respect them.
Again, I don't remember if it was Malaysia or Singapore for that one though. Just a heads up.
Anyway, just do your fucking research wherever you're going.
yeah.
Make sure if it's Malaysia, because I didn't know about the weed thing. And if I was a smoker, that would have been mad. With the South Korea weed stuff, like that's insane. Just do your research and
when
don't
traveling
drop
through, like that's the things you have to like look up, like what they're most strict on. What's like the most like everything is like when I'm working, I was like, okay, what do I need to know about all these locations? It's not even like, I wasn't even like, oh my God, these countries, oh my God, my weed. No, it was more like, okay, I'm traveling here for work. I need to know what is like do's and don'ts to the extreme level as well, right? If I make a fucky wucky, what would happen, right? And it's like, cool, all right, these are the things. And like, that's how I found a lot about like different things within Asia in particular, because that's where most of my work was. And then like, I don't know, for Europe, when I was doing it through Europe, that shit was kind of breezy. Y'all just kind of vibing half the time.
Europe don't matter. Europe,
y'all
you're
don't really
basically fine. There's certain countries like Sweden, Switzerland, Norway, places like that like even like littering, they're pretty strict on. Because I think there's a video of Snoop Dogg where he went to, I think it was Sweden, and they pulled him up for weed. They were like, you could get locked up because I think he done the urine thing, and it basically came out negative. So when he landed back, he got arrested straight away. But then they were like, okay, you're Snoop Dogg, so just take a picture and you can go away.
Good for him. Good for him, boys.
Obviously, if you're not Snoop Dogg and you're doing that, best believe you're locked.
God,
like, he got clout, and they know America's not going to allow Snoop Dogg to get locked up. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, plus, I'm pretty sure he's a federal agent anyway, so it don't really matter.
Yes,
They have to do a video about that, because obviously his court case where he done that murder, or I think he snaked Suge Knight or something like that. There's a whole thing about how he didn't go to jail when he should have went to jail, and it's just very interesting. I can't even lie.
You know what though?
Okay.
You know who did go to jail? Martha Stewart.
Wait,
I've heard that name before. Who was Martha Stewart though?
She had
went
her
to
own
jail?
show, and it was just like she just made like arts and crafts and home baking treats, and like have
she was, like,
special
a
guests
baker.
on. And yeah, she went to jail. It was a tax evasion.
What?
What'd she do?
I
I assume it is because she a rich.
Plastic.
I'm not fully remembering, but I do remember one time her and Snoop Dogg, they were like, oh yeah, we friends. And then she's like, yeah, I bake him brownies. And he goes, yeah. Oh, she making the weed brownies.
Swear down, she went to jail. Oh, probably for tax, innit?
I mean, I always assumed that when it's a
Damn.
rich hoe. Yeah.
I was like,
How the rich stay
that's
rich, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm.
yeah. And that's why they pay so much less tax as well when you're still not paying it. Yeah.
I don't get me started ranting on taxes. I'm too old and I will talk about them for way too long. It's not good. It's not good. I actually did a full YouTube video talking about tax filing in different countries on my YouTube channel.
Hey, yo, can you help me? Yeah, let me-
Yeah, I was
Fucking
playing
accountant.
Warhammer Darktide, and I was just hanging out with homies while playing the game, and then I started explaining taxes and filing in different locations, and like, yeah.
Wow.
Again, I'm old and I'm passionate and I'm like a well-functioning member of society, but also an ethot on the internet. It's hard. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out the original video linked in the description below. Please support the original video. And while you're here, support us too, shawty. Keep bed-rotting with us, besties. And check out our actual channels, our solo channels. We have channels that we post on every single day individually. They're also linked in the description. So check those out too. Anyways, thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time. Bye.